I don't know who needs to hear this, but aging gracefully does not mean just sitting back and letting nature take its course. Like, what does that even mean? Someone told me recently that aging gracefully is about accepting what comes naturally. Naturally? Listen, I will gratefully accept a lot of things, like maybe compliments, although I'm not really good at accepting that, or someone else offering to cook me a good dinner. But letting my body fall apart without a fight? No, ma'am. I plan to be the strongest, healthiest, most badass version of myself until the day I kick it. Let me ask you something. Do you think that aging gracefully is just about accepting what comes naturally? Because if that means sitting back while your health, your strength, and your independence quietly exit stage left, then I'm going to have to pass. Look, I'm fine with a few wrinkles and my natural hair. I haven't put any color in my hair in over 2 years, and Botox has clearly never made its way to this face. But accepting everything that comes with aging? Absolutely not. Today, we're diving into what it really means to age gracefully, live longer, and most importantly, live better. Is it too late to become a super ager in your 50s or 60s? Spoiler, it's never too late. Stick around. I've got some thoughts, some facts, and some stories you'll definitely relate to. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Rachel, and I talk about health, happiness, and finding ways to make life better without making it more complicated. If that sounds like your vibe, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Y'all are the reason that I keep doing this. First, let's get clear on the terms. Longevity isn't just about living to a ripe old age. It's about living well, in my opinion, being healthy, active, and independent for as many of those years as possible. No one wants to hit 90 if it means spending the last 2 decades of your life unable to enjoy life or sitting in a nursing home staring at the walls. My parents did that their last couple of years, and no thank you. Now, superagers, those are the people who blow us all away. They are in their 70s, 80s, or even their 90s, and they have the brain power and physical health of someone 30 years younger. Studies show that superagers tend to have thicker brain cortexes, which are linked to memory and cognitive abilities. They also stay socially connected, they keep moving, and they have a certain resilience that most of us just aspire to. Basically, they're not just aging, they are thriving. While research suggests that superagers likely have a genetic predisposition that makes them more resilient to natural aging, it's not solely determined by genetics. It means, yeah, they're probably born with the potential to be superagers, but lifestyle factors also play a significant role in their exceptional cognitive abilities as they age. So they are not entirely born that way. Here's where this gets interesting and kind of exciting. Brain plasticity, or the ability of your brain to adapt and grow, doesn't just stop at a certain age. In other words, you can teach an old dog new tricks. Studies show that even in your 60s or 70s, your brain can develop new neural pathways if you challenge it, whether that's through learning a new skill, staying physically active, or maintaining social connections. These habits can help anyone cultivate traits of a superager. So, is it too late to become a superager if you're already in your 50s or your 60s? The short answer is no. Your brain and your body are incredibly adaptive. Whether you're 25 or 65, you can always start building habits that improve your health, your energy, and your outlook. Consistency is the name of the game. Now, let me make this personal for a minute. I was diagnosed with breast cancer twice in a 3-year period, 2017 and 2020. Does that mean that my chances of becoming a superager are out the window? Am I destined to die earlier? Nope, not as far as I'm concerned. I'm a firm believer that lifestyle choices play a massive role in reducing my risk of recurrence and in boosting my overall health. I'm not saying I can control everything, but I've made changes, better nutrition, regular exercise, and paying attention to my stress levels as much as I can in this current environment. And I feel better than I did in my 30s. So no, I'm not worried. I'm doing everything I can to stack the odds in my favor. Another story. I was talking to my sister-in-law the other day, and she referred to someone as old. I said, he's only a couple years older than me. And she said, well, he has white hair and wrinkles, so he's old. Then she added, I have wrinkles, I'm old. She doesn't, by the way. Pretty sure she was just trying to make me feel better. But here's my point. The older I get, the older old gets. I have been saying this for years, and it's true. Thinking someone or yourself is old just because of a number or some wrinkles is ridiculous. Age is an attitude. If you think you're old, you'll start feeling old. But if you stay curious and active and engaged, age really is just a number. Let's be real. Longevity isn't worth much if you're not healthy and vibrant enough to enjoy it. It's not just about how many candles are on your birthday cake. It's about whether you can blow them out without needing help. Independence, mobility, and mental clarity are the real goals here. This is why health span is more important than lifespan. Your health span is the number of years that you can live feeling strong, sharp, and independent. And the good news, you can influence your health span at any age. If you're wondering what health span focused goals look like, it's stuff like staying physically active, maintaining strong social ties, and prioritizing your mental health. The little things you do every day really add up. So what does it take to become a super ager? Here are some of the tried and true strategies, and the ones I talk about for everything. Number 1, staying physically active, strength training, walking, yoga, gardening, whatever. Find what you enjoy and keep moving. Speaking of physical activity, you may have noticed I'm sitting on the floor for this video. Why? Because one of the best indicators of your mobility as you age is whether you can get on and off the floor with ease. It's a simple movement that is surprisingly challenging for many people as they get older, and they completely avoid it. Losing the ability to do this can be a red flag for your overall strength, your flexibility, and your balance. And let's be honest, how are you going to play with those grandkids or do yoga or just grab something you dropped if you can't get down and get back up again? If this is something you struggle with, don't panic. It's a skill you can improve with practice. Find videos on YouTube or start with small steps like holding onto a sturdy chair or table for support as you practice standing up and sitting back down. The more you do it, the easier it'll get. And trust me, this is a skill worth maintaining. It is one of the keys to staying mobile and independent as you age. Number 2, challenge your brain. Lifelong learning is a non-negotiable. Read, take up hobbies, learn a language, whatever keeps your mind engaged. Here's a thought. Start a YouTube channel. I am continually learning something with every single video that I put out. Number 3, eat for longevity. Anti-inflammatory foods like berries, leafy greens, and healthy fats are your best friends. Number 4, prioritize sleep. This one is tough for some of us, but rest is when your body repairs itself. Skimping on sleep is like running your car without oil. It's not going to end well, because trust me, I've done that. Number 5 is it, I think? Stay socially connected. Loneliness isn't just sad. It is a health risk. Prioritize relationships that lift you up. Don't just hang out with someone toxic just to have someone to hang out with. Number 6, adopt the right mindset. Aging is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you're too old, you're going to act like it. But if you approach aging with curiosity and determination, you'll defy the stereotypes. I was at a gathering a couple of weeks ago with about a dozen women, which for me is kind of a nightmare. But somehow the conversation turned to Botox. A couple of the women said they get it, and a couple of them were like, well, I prefer aging gracefully and naturally, in that judgy tone that we all know too well. Here's the thing. Who defines aging gracefully? In my opinion, how a person chooses to age is entirely their business. If Botox or hair dye or anything else makes you feel better about yourself, go for it. If it doesn't interest you, that's fine too. But judging someone else's choices, that's not okay. Feeling good about yourself is a huge part of aging well, and whatever puts you in that mindset is what you should absolutely do. So if you're feeling like it's too late for you, let me assure you, it's not. You can make these changes now and start seeing results in how you feel and function. It is never too late to take better care of yourself and set yourself up for a stronger, healthier, more independent future. Aging gracefully does not mean giving up. It means owning your choices, defining what aging means to you, and doing what you can to live your best life. What's the one change you've made or are considering making that helps you feel stronger and healthier as you age? Let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear your thoughts. And again, give me a follow if you like this kind of content. I promise I'll do my best to make it worth your time. Thanks for watching. As always, take care of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.